Hello everyone, this is Arthur Robinson Jr. I am the creator of PowerfulInterviews.com. I want to welcome each and every one of you to this incredible interview. In this interview, you're going to experience life-changing information that you will not find anywhere else. I'm doing an incredible interview with a great friend of mine. His name is Wayne Allyn Root, and Wayne Allyn Root is a libertarian. He is a presidential nominee, and he's going to be running for president real soon in 2012. So in this interview, you're going to hear exclusively about Wayne Allyn Root talks about we need less government. He also talks about how the bailouts is a joke, and he also talks about the corruption of what the government is doing to the small business owners, to the poor and the middle class people, and much, much more. So right about now, go get your pen and your pad, sit back and relax, and write down some notes. In this interview that I'm going to reveal to you with my great friend Wayne Allyn Root in regards to government corruption is going to change your life. So check it out.
You are experiencing a life-changing, powerful interview, and you are hearing it first from Arthur Robinson Jr.'s PowerfulInterviews.com.
Good evening, everyone. This is Arthur Robinson Jr., and tonight I have another special interview for each and every one of you. Tonight I have a wonderful person on the call, and he's a great friend of mine. His name is Wayne Allyn Root. And for those that don't know Wayne, I'm going to explain to you about this incredible man. Wayne Allyn Root is one of the most dynamic, charismatic, colorful, passionate, fiery, and outspoken libertarian conservative political personalities in America today. He is the best-selling author of 7 books, a Fox News regular guest, and a national media star. This Reagan libertarian was a 2008 Libertarian Party vice presidential nominee and is today the leading contender for the 2012 presidential nomination. He is an elected member of the Libertarian National Committee and serves as the chairman of the Libertarian National Congressional Committee. Wayne is a small businessman, homeschool father, SOB, and that doesn't stand for son of a bitch, that stands for son of a butcher, citizen politician, and passionate capitalist evangelist. Wayne is also a featured speaker at many of the biggest Tea Party events in the country. His column at Newsmax.com, ranked as the #1 conservative website in America, is titled Tea Party Patriot, and that is an awesome resume. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome Wayne Allyn Root to the call.
Hey, Arthur, how are you?
Well, I'm doing great. It's getting better each and every single day.
Well, that's the kind of attitude I love. You know, I'm a positive thinker. I'm a high-energy guy, and I think the most important thing you can ever do in life is to see the glass as half full. You got to be positive. I don't care if the country's in the middle of a depression. I don't care if it's like 1929 out there. Somebody's going to get rich. It might as well be you, me, and the people listening on this phone call.
What is your general insight about government intervention?
Well, my general feeling is probably the strongest feeling in my life is that government is bad. Government is no good. Government fails at everything it does. Government can never do things as well as the private sector. And unfortunately, at this moment, we have a president, Barack Obama, and a Congress led by Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid, who believe everything in life that's a problem can be solved by government, can only be solved by government, and that we've got to have government intervention and government control of everything, more so than at any time in the history of America. And we've got to spend more money than we've ever spent times 10, but it's government spending the money, and they've got to find it from somewhere, and so they keep trying to raise taxes and take it from entrepreneurs like me and many of you listening right now. You know, the #1 target, in my opinion, of government is small business. It's not big business, it's small business. Big business figures out a way with the best lawyers and the best accountants to cheat on their taxes and not pay what they owe. But small businessmen and women, we're the hardest workers in society. We create as much as 80% of every new job. We pay probably, I would guess, about 80% of all the taxes, and yet we're the target. We're the ones with the target on our back. Government wants our money. There's no one else to get it from. We're the ones they're coming after, and it's a bad situation. And they don't understand, government, that you cannot convince somebody to work 12, 14, 16-hour days and sweat and slave and fight like a cornered Wolverine, as I always say, a tenacious, relentless person, and build a business and risk our own money to build that business if you're going to punish us for our success. It makes absolutely no sense, and that's why our economy is failing right now. We have a president who thinks government is the answer, who thinks government should spend more and more money, and who thinks small businessmen and women should pay for all that money while he redistributes it to those who don't want to work that hard. And that's a really big problem and a really big issue. And I think it's the biggest failing of our country right now, and it's the reason every single day I get proven right. The economy gets worse and worse and worse. Every day there's a new statistic out that shows it's getting worse and worse, and all of Obama's solutions are failing, not succeeding. And it's only going to get worse if he keeps going down this same roadway. It's just not the right journey.
Well, I agree with everything you just said right there.
I love entrepreneurs, Arthur. I love small businessmen and small business women. You know, I love anybody that's willing to risk their own money, put their money where their mouth is. You got to reward people like that. You got to inspire people like that. You got to motivate people like that to keep more of their own money and to therefore use it to expand their business, to build new businesses, to hire new people. And you cannot punish them and make them feel like they're bad people for risking their money and working hard. That's ridiculous. And then reward people who have government jobs, who work 9 to 5, who absolutely, the minute they get off the clock at 5 o'clock, they go home and they don't have a care in the world. They don't think about their job. They don't have to worry about it because they don't own it. Let me tell you, as a small business owner, my businesses are like my children. That's how important they are to me. I birthed them. I care about them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There is no going home at night. The lines are blurred. I don't have off time. I work 24 hours a day thinking about my business and how to make it better and how to keep from going under in the middle of a depression. Whereas you're rewarding all these government employees who just make these obscene salaries, these obscene pensions, and they don't create anything. A government employee gets paid by the government, but someone like me doesn't cost the government a dime. You know, private industry creates jobs and spends money and doesn't ask government for anything. We just want to be left alone. And unfortunately, government sees us as a target because they need money, and the only people with money are small business people because we work 14 hours a day. So they're coming after us. And I just, you know, I'm offended by the whole situation. I think it's an outrage, it's a disgrace, and it's not leading to anything good because the country and the economy will not heal until Barack Obama and this Congress realize that you should be rewarding the people that are working 14 hours a day and risking their own money to create businesses that are good for America.
Well, the government is basically weakening this economy, and they're always talking about bailing out the rich, but when do they ever bail out the small business owners?
Yeah, well, you know, one of the things I resent is, and I don't want this to be a political statement, this phone call, it's really about making money, but, you know, when you hear Democrats talk about the rich, they're trying to make it like you're rich if you make $195,000 a year or above. And then they rationalize raising taxes on people who make $195,000 or above by saying, look at these 5 people on Wall Street that make $40 million a year. Don't you think they should be paying more taxes? Don't you think that they could afford a couple $100,000 a year out of their $40 million? Well, it's not fair to lump into the same conversation and to tax people at the same rate who make $40 million a year